And I'm gonna tell you something else. And I'm just at a place where I'm comfortable to speak about this shit now. It used to absolutely terrify me that I wasn't able to identify uh like transsexual males. Like in my city, like they look like men. You know what I'm saying? Like in Atlanta, man, listen, if you don't know, you're fucked in Atlanta. Like we can't shy away from the facts. These motherfuckers is spinning a bag to look like the real thing, bro. Like if I didn't know how to identify it now, like bro, I done seen some shit and I'm like, what the fuck? I couldn't believe my eyes because it's like if I didn't know what I was looking at, if I didn't know and I didn't know other ways to identify it, I'd have thought it was a bitch for real. No bullshit. And it's like I know how to identify it now, but I'm just saying, like most niggas, like this wasn't. I ain't talking about one of them ones that's obvious that it's a man. I'm talking about I wouldn't have known this wasn't this. If I didn't know better, I wouldn't have known that was a male. I wouldn't have known. Wouldn't have had no idea that that was a fucking boy the whole time. But that used to terrify me. Like, um, it used to terrify me that what if I meet something that I believe to be a bitch and then we get deep into the situation. Well, not deep into the situation because I mean, um, shit, motherfucker still got a dick, first of all. So, yeah, that. But I'm just saying, even that part. So, man, I don't want to do nothing sexual with no boys. So I don't want to kiss no nigga. I don't want to be all hugged up with no boys. So it's like I think about shit like that. Like, damn, I don't want to meet what I perceive to be a female, kiss it, hug it, be all on it and shit, and whole time it's a boy. One, and then um, let's say you build I mean, let's say you. Well, I don't date and all of that shit anyway. So that shit out for me. But I'm just saying, like, when I was trying to live like a normal living, and that will keep me. That'll keep the motherfuckers away from me too. I'm not a normal nigga. I don't do what they do. So like, when I was a normal nigga, when I was trying to be a normal nigga, and I was trying to like date and be with bitches and shit, like, um, and when I say normal, I mean like trying to do what lame niggas do instead of doing what pimps do. So anyway, um, yeah, so you know when you first meet a bitch and y'all in a talking stage, it's not sexual. You know what I'm saying? Like you're spending time to get to know a person. So it's like I never wanted, I've always been terrified of, but this was me trying to be somebody I'm not. So that's probably what terrified me about it so much. But anyway, and that would have served me right because I was trying to be somebody I'm not. But anyway, just for the sake of me trying to complete the thought and being open enough, I mean, being comfortable enough to speak on it now. So, um, yeah, like I don't want to do shit with no transsexuals, no boys at all. So the fact that they can go do all of that shit to try to look close, and I'm talking about I done seen some bitches, some niggas out here that if you don't know, it's over for you. If you don't know, it's over for you because they're not gonna tell you. They're gonna clean, let you appropriate them like they're a female based on what you see on outside. They're not gonna say shit. So it's like with me knowing that I like you on the talking stage. Let me, because I don't want to lose sight of what I was gonna say, lose track. So you on the talking stage, and then you get to know and you start developing feelings for a person, and you start, you know, liking this person to find out that the whole time it just looked like a bitch on the outside, but it got a dick. Like that's always terrified me. You know what I'm saying? To be uh, uh, deceived by one of them dudes that want to be a girl. Like that's always been like something that I've always been terrified about because it's like these niggas not playing fair, bro. Like it's not. it's not like they're walking around telling you they're homosexual men. They will parade around this motherfucker like they a bitch for real. But that's how evil this shit is, bro. Like, so it's like that shit has always terrified me. But now I know how to detect it, regardless of what it looked like. Now, so it's like I ain't tripping now, but at one point in time, that used to terrify me. Like, man, I ain't trying to get tricked into fucking with no boy, cause I know they'll do it. Cause if they wouldn't, what's the whole point of you changing and altering your outwardly appearance to the perception to be that you are female, if you're not willing to deceive niggas into thinking you're that instead of what you are? So it's like, yeah, they don't play fair, bro. And it's like, motherfuckers need to know, like, this shit ain't that. Or motherfuckers need to be honest about what they are and then just go and do what you do. Because like I said, and I stated this in another video, shit, if you willing to die for what you do, I ain't the nigga to tell you don't do it. If you're gonna die for it and accept your hate and accept everything that come with what you do, I ain't gonna tell you don't do it. I don't get love for being a polygamist. I get hate because I'm not an undercover gay liar like everybody else. Because the world is full of them and not this. But I'm gonna die and kill by who I am, so it is what it is. I said what I said. So I slur shit.